in the case of someone with an undetectable viral load, is there really a moral imperative for them to inform you that they are HIV positive? Sure, we would all like to think that the people that we are having sex with are going to be open and honest with us about their sexual health status. However, there's a couple of things to consider. Firstly, since the invention of more effective antiretroviral medications, sometimes called ARTs, sometime in the late 1990s, it has been possible for people who are HIV positive to become what we call undetectable, which is essentially when the viral load of HIV in their bloodstream becomes so suppressed by the medication that it is impossible to detect, and it would be impossible for them to transmit the virus to another person, even if they were to engage in high-risk behavior like having unprotected sex or sharing needles, etc. So in the case of someone with an undetectable viral load, is there really a moral imperative for them to inform you that they are HIV positive? Some people might still say yes, but I myself wouldn't necessarily agree, particularly considering how heavily stigmatized HIV still is, and considering the fact that most people are very ignorant about the disease and wouldn't know things like undetectable equals untransmittable, so are unlikely to have a very measured response to this information. Or even considering the fact that there are a lot of ways that you can protect yourself from catching HIV as an HIV negative person. So for example, if you know you are at high risk of being exposed to HIV, say you engage in a lot of unprotected sex with at-risk groups, or you're an intravenous drug user who shares needles, there are medications that you can take preemptively to prevent transmission called PrEP, standing for pre-exposure prophylaxis. And even if you are exposed to HIV and aren't already on PrEP, there are other medications you can take after the fact to prevent transmission called PEP, meaning post-exposure prophylaxis. So with all these developments in mind that make HIV less transmittable and allow HIV-negative people to better protect themselves against transmission, I think the moral imperative on the HIV person to disclose to everyone that they meet that they have it is at the very least much less now than it used to be, and arguably in some circumstances isn't even there at all.